Everybody settled and ready?
Okay. I'll start us off.
Okay. As we go today, we'll kind of work through the same format that we talked about yesterday and last week. And then once we're all said and done, Rick's going to give us some feedback about what they're doing, what ideas they're taking and implementing, what ideas that we're maybe presenting that won't work, and then maybe help us understand why. That way we can reflect on that experience a little bit better. Thank you guys all for being on time, and I'll turn it over to Hannah, and we'll go.
Okay. I'm Hannah Eads, and we have worked very hard creating a marketing plan for Shakespeare Festival. We feel that our marketing plan, when implemented, it will really lead you guys to success for your nonprofit. Our goal is to engage a diverse audience by reaching out to St. Louis schools and the community with our innovative ideas. So I'll give the floor to Christine. She can tell you more about YouTube's plan.
Okay, so in order to engage a diverse audience, Shakespeare Festival will incorporate YouTube in the following ways. Our objective is to greatly increase audience interaction and engagement using YouTube. And to move forward with this objective, we have come up with, first of all, video contests for high schools around the St. Louis area involving making promos, contests, things like that to really get the word out to not only whole schools but just individual people. And secondly, filming at all of this year's events to make promos for next year's events and really show people what it is that you guys do and bring in more a bigger audience. So our executive plan for the video contest, this is a timeline. So the first thing to do is come up with like a game plan for the contest, which we've created for you, which is the rules, conditions, and prizes, etc. Second thing would be to post the contest to a website and email multiple St. Louis high schools about contests and create an entry form on the website so that the high schools can go directly to your website, enter in there, and it's just easy for them to access. Third thing for them to do is have the high schools post their videos on YouTube under a certain name. So for example, if Page TV, which is our broadcast crew, they'd put Shakespeare Festival Contest, Kirkwood High School, Page TV. Fourth thing was to choose a winner, but post all the contest entries onto our YouTube channel into its own little playlist so people can go see, so if parents wanted to go see like what Kirkwood High School did for you guys, they could go easily find that. Tweet and post to Facebook about contest videos, selecting a winner, and about winners to keep audience and people updated. Post the winning video, maybe even the top 3 that you guys like the most to Facebook and tag the schools in the videos to Facebook. And tweet about top 3 schools and the top winner and post the link to the overall winner in the tweet.
Okay. And then for filming next year's event, this year, we would start filming this year and have volunteers from the event filming creative ways and engage the audience members, asking them questions, kind of getting what they think for the festival, kind of also interview the workers there. Make the video like exciting, like do some different camera angles and kind of keep it moving so people don't get bored with one shot. Then have a professional import the footage to YouTube or to an editing software and to edit it and make it more exciting, and then upload it to YouTube and the Facebook page.
So we think utilizing YouTube is essential for Shakespeare because Shakespeare is a play. People want to see what's going on. They don't want to just like hear about it that alone. They want to see it because it's a play. People like to see plays. So YouTube lets that happen through online videos. So we think utilizing YouTube is essential for you guys.
Hey, text to donate.
Alright, we're Text to Donate, and we wanted to engage different audiences through creating a relationship through the Text to Donate phone number. We wanted to create a relationship using a street mime idea, as well as using Facebook and Twitter.
Street what?
A street mime idea.
M-I-M-E.
Yeah, we'll
Not like a
talk about that.
mine, like a
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah.
Mine, okay.
And we also want to incorporate the Twitter and the Facebook using Text to Donate. So how we wanted to use Text to Donate number to develop a relationship was through using it as a resource for the people. Rather than just making it a number to text to donate, they send in their donation and they're done with the phone number. we wanted to use it as a resource to, like, if you had questions, you could text help to the same number. Or, you know, if you wanted to schedule, you could text like schedule. And you would receive and, you know, get opt in for monthly or weekly text messages to receive their, you know, whatever you may have opted in for. And after we did a little research, we found out that if they create a relationship with this phone number, then they're more likely to donate, and they're more likely to donate multiple times. So that's kind of how we wanted to do that. And then you want to talk about the mannequin and the street home?
And we have came up with a street mime idea that you could use at Shake in the Streets. And at Shake 38, it could be a volunteer or you could hire someone to do it. The reason behind it, it would catch not only the audience's attention, but the people like walking by the Shake in the Streets. And you can put like the donation number on the back. And it's a way to get the audience interacting with like the street mime there. Something fun.
I'll save my questions. It's very intriguing.
We want to use Twitter and Facebook to promote the phone number. So maybe every once in a while, say like, hey, text Shake the blank blank to help support us, or if you're going to keep the festival, keep going, just, you know, donate a little bit, text whatever. And then we also wanted to add a text to donate on the website, just to make it more, more convenient. If you didn't want to type in your credit card and all that other stuff, you can have like a little banner right next to the donate now button, and just say like, hey, to Shake Up St. Louis, just text to donate, blah blah blah. And I think that's pretty much all our ideas that we had.
Okay, great. Twitter.
Alright, in order to engage a diverse audience, Shakespeare Festival will incorporate Twitter in the following ways. We have an overall goal is to basically form a stronger presence on Twitter, and to do that we are going to create a better relationship between followers and Shakespeare Fest itself by interacting even more on Twitter and having a stronger presence. To achieve this goal, we're going to need to do a couple of things. We talked about the powerful followers and how you guys need to target people who have strong Twitter voices and that you guys can interact with, and people who are going to spread you guys around and get more people to follow you and get you guys' retweets and stuff like that. And also to create engaging content, pictures, hashtag, fun facts, stuff like that. And also incorporating the YouTube channel, like the links and stuff like that, into our tweets.
And so to implement all those, first we created a schedule from April to June of like sample tweets that we think that you guys should have when, and like what to tweet about when like one of the events is about to start. And we came up with a couple of different sample hashtags too, which we already told you about. And also about like getting you better followers, you like do a cleanup of the people that you're following now, and like some of the followers that you have, to get rid of like some of the people that don't like that obviously do not use their Twitter, and like so they're not like getting you like any more followers or anything. And also to tweet more pictures of the events like themselves happening, so that people like know what to expect, and then for like Shake 38 to like do this like riddle thing where like you tweet like a small picture like where you are, and then you're like, guess where we are today, or guess where we are now, or hey, meet us here. And if possible, we wanted to have like your volunteers wear t-shirts with like the hashtags on the back, so that when people like see them, they'll hashtag, like if they're tweeting, they'll hashtag them and they'll like already know what they are. And when you like incorporate Twitter, YouTube, and like have your followers, like if they have questions about like a YouTube video or anything, have them tweet them like to you. And tweet 2 or 3 times during the actual festival, asking people to donate.
And we came up with a schedule, and we thought we thought you should tweet 4 times a day, and Well, the schedule, it tells you how many times to tweet a day and what you should tweet a day, each day. And the hashtags, we came up with certain hashtags for each part of Shakespeare in the Shakespeare Festival. Like for Shake the Street, for Shakespeare in the Streets, we came up with Shake the Streets as a hashtag. And Shakespeare in the Schools, we came up with Shake the Schools. And Shake Fest, we came up with Shake the Park. And for Shake 38, we came up with No Sleep Walkway. Those are just some examples of the hashtags that you should use for each part of the festival. And yeah, that was basically all. We just came up with times and what you should tweet each day.
Okay, gathering information.
We presented with the problem that you didn't know who your target market was and you didn't know who to market to when trying to gather money for everybody. Our goal is to gather the demographic of the festival and your audience so you can have a target market. The ideas we came up were the 4 iPad ideas, you took that, and the 2 iPads that are designated to strictly surveys and gathering information on who's at the festival and who's at the Shake 38s and Shaking the Streets. But the other 2 are for interacting with the audience. So we thought that you can have those 2 iPads using to interview people and videotape and record and to gather what's going on and Shake in the Streets and Shake in the Park and Shaking the Schools. So that way you can have pictures to upload to Twitter and Facebook, and you can have a sample that says, hey, here's what Jane Smith was doing at Shake 38, and post a picture or a video. So that way it also incorporates a person. You find out who they are, and it gets the audience interacting with it. And we also plan on taking the iPads and recording people and at the festival and what they're doing, so you can use that video into the promotional things for YouTube and Twitter and everything else.
And our other idea also going on with that, since there'll only be 4 iPads and there's a ton of people at the festival in the streets, we have the postcard idea, which is using the Othello postcards, putting the survey on the back, and then passing those out during the pre-show to people, and having like designated drop boxes around the park area where people can drop them off, and they would just fill them out, and then either before the show starts or after the show, depending on what they would like to do, they could drop those off at the designated drop boxes.
And as Jamal was saying earlier, with those iPads, you have the video and the pictures that you can take. And we were going to incorporate those with Facebook, so you guys could get a better idea of interacting with the people at your festival and getting to know who they are and where they come from and how to get to know them a little bit better. So we were going to do that by, for an example, if we took a picture of Mr. Bunton at the festival, you would tag Mr. Bunton and write something above the picture saying, check out what Mr. Bunton had to say about the festival, and post it. And then if people have him comment on it, and then have people will be able to see that and see what he thought of it, and maybe try and check it out in future events. And then we also had with the video, you can take a video of something at the festival, not too long, and post it on the Facebook. We found a good example of one of your guys' previous shows where you guys had some guy that was standing on top of a pink ball who got out of a straitjacket before the actual performance, and we thought that was really cool, and people probably who weren't there didn't see it would maybe want to see it. So we posted that on the Facebook, and we said check out this Houdini-like performance from so-and-so, whoever it was, and people can watch it and comment on it, and maybe people will get more interested to maybe wow, we didn't even know that happened, or we didn't even see that, and we want to see if that is going to happen in any other performances, so they have an incentive to come and see, and you guys can get more people to go there. That's what we did.
All right, Facebook.
Okay, I'm Catherine, and this is Aaliyah, and in order to engage a diverse audience, Shakespeare Festival will incorporate Facebook in the following ways. And basically, what we should know for the bottom line is that Facebook isn't here to give out information. It's all about interaction. And people come to Facebook to see what we're doing, see what we're up to, and that's when we post videos, photos. We want to let people know when the events are, so that's where events will come in. But basically, what we want to do is just get feedback and interaction through Facebook. Design.
Facebook, the Facebook design recently changed for businesses. I think maybe for the whole Facebook, everybody that has a Facebook. The Facebook is called the Facebook timeline. It consists of one big photo. The profile picture that was originally the main picture that you see when you click on somebody's Facebook before this timeline will go to your left bottom corner. And then you have your 4 tabs. These 4 tabs consist of what the old Facebook looked like, where they were small icons, and then what they were. They blew them up. And so we think that for each event, since there are different events and they occur at different times, that they consist of different tabs to keep consistent interaction and to reach out to your targeted audience. You want to have, in the park, you want to have photos in the park, donate, and events. You want to donate because you don't want to weep off that if you hit it, then you might not be wanting to want the person to donate. But you don't want, we're not sending the message that we want them to donate, but we're not forcing them to donate. It's there if they want to, in other words. These 4 tabs consist of these 4 tabs, but they just have their own time. This is just, an example. And then in the streets, it'll consist of photos in the streets, likes, and videos. In the streets consists more of videos like snapshots. I'm guessing like trailers, not so much a long video or whatever, just to get a feel for what's going on. The likes is, whatever, if they like Shakespeare in the streets versus Shakespeare in the park versus the whole organization, they might just like one event out of the whole thing. In the schools, we decided to put photos in the schools, events, and videos. Events consist of what school are you at? Like maybe tomorrow you at Kirkwood High School and we're at this time. So if somebody if Hannah or somebody wanted to come, they know where to go. They know to go to your page and go to events, and that's where they can get the information. Versus Shape 38, they consist of photos, Shape 38 events, and maps. Maps because it's 38 different locations. Nobody, really knows where those 38 locations are unless you tell them. And so you don't really have to tell them exactly where it is, but if you want a hint, like Carl said, he would like for it to be fun, like, okay, it's 2 girls here and they're going to be doing this where you think it's at. Like they just want it, to be like a fun seek for the location. So maps is for there. And then for your off season, because you're a year-round organization, so you want to have those consistent 4 tabs, the photos, videos, donate, and like. Donate for the same reason. You don't want to hide it, but you're not forcing them to. It's there if they want to. Like, in case they like, they want to like the organization. Photos, those are before the festival, after the festival, during the festival. So those will consist of in the parks, in the streets, all of the events. It won't just be one event. But during those different events, like Shape 38, in the streets and the parks, those photos, those recent photos will be of those events. But as the events, change over time, the photos will add up. Another thing we wanted to tell you was that the tabs that you have, you can pick more than 1 tab. You don't just have to have 4 tabs. Or it's a button next to it that's hiding. And we want you to know that you can make more than just 8 or 12 tabs. You can make as many as you want. Twitter is included because you already bought it and it was on your original Facebook. So that it's automatically there. It's not taken away unless you do it yourself. The other tabs will consist of events, donate, like, Shape 38, in the park, in the streets, videos, photos, Twitter, in the schools, and events. And for those various reasons, I told you why they belong in different spots at different times. Sample video should look like this. We don't have an actual video, but it's a link to the YouTube, so that YouTube gets attention too. So, the video would say, some saying, but each video will have a different saying. They won't be the same. It'll be different because who wants to look at the same thing? But it'll have a link to the YouTube channel. The wall consists of both sides. It's the whole thing. It's still like the regular one, but they just cut it in half. It's whatever, it's whatever going on, like the iPads in the park, in the streets, in the schools. The iPads will be used for, we thought that while they're taping the video audience, the audience that they could post when they're done. They can tag the individual in the video and it'll automatically be in the videos, but it'll be on the wall because it's the most recent activity. As far as the big picture goes, again, it's kind of really up to you. We left it up to you. We really, we don't have any pictures to choose from, so we figure it's whatever you prefer. Again, promoting YouTube and text to donate, those are every now and then. You don't want to be annoying, so be aware of how many times you post that. Your stats should consist of during, before, and after the festival and all year round, giving thanks to those who helped you, donated, other nonprofit or profit organizations that you like, and that you think you could maybe compare to. By compare, I mean like not copy, but take ideas from. So it's kind of what we work with.
Yeah. And also, just with Facebook, just remember that it's like our foundation and that we've got YouTube connected, we've got Twitter, and we have gathering information, text to donate. We have all of that kind of wrapped in Facebook. And really, what we just want to make sure is that we've got interaction, just less information, and like she said, with the different tabs and the different times and how we have 4 different tabs for the different events. When we click on them, we don't mean like a ton of information about it, but we mean like brief and just kind of showing what's going on with those events and pictures.
Another thing is how to check and see if this plan was successful. It's a way to do it. I don't really remember off the top of my head. I can tell you after this is done, but I don't really remember. I remember looking at it, but it was a while ago. It's a way to see if this was successful. So you'll know what to do and what not to do, or what to keep doing to, or innovative. Because this is not, this is just to see if it'll work. It's just a plan, and you're just trying it out. It's not finalized or anything. So if you don't like it, you can make changes, but it's a way to see it, and I think you'll be impressed.
Alrighty, thank you so much for your time, for this opportunity. We've all had a lot of fun messing around with this and trying to get the best marketing plan for you. If you have any questions, we'd love to answer it for you.
Yeah, this is great. I would just start by saying, I think you've done a really great job, and you really present yourself very well, very articulate. I'm going to hit through each one of these groups. How about that?
Sure, perfect.
Great. So YouTube, I think this is a great idea. It's very simple. When you're working with not-for-profits and in creative fields, we're never short on ideas. You will never be short on ideas. You are all creative people. You've got thousands of ideas, right? It's the resources to make them happen. So what I liked about your presentation was it was very simple. Here's the first thing we're going to do, and here's the second thing, and you were very simple, and you had a plan for how you were going to do it. That was really great, because for people that are working not-for-profits, that when we're looking at the resources we have, the time we have, the staff we have, we want to hear a simple plan. It's like you always want to try to get a small win. Sometimes the big wins sound really cool, but they're so overwhelming when we're trying to work them into our organization that it's like, I can't see the trees for the forest. Is that right? Did I say that metaphor? Did I say that right?
Sounded right to me.
Or, did I? Did I get it? Or cliches. I don't know what they mean most of the time. So the video contest, I thought that's a really great idea. How many videos do you think you would get from this contest?
I'm thinking for this
Small and high end. Small and high end.
thinking 25 to 30.
You think you would get 25 to 30 videos?
Yes.
Not just 25 to 30 like schools, like a school can enter one, but also individuals can enter their own video if they do on their own.
And then would they be posted privately where we'd see them first?
We were thinking to post them on YouTube. HTV just entered a contest where we posted all of our videos to YouTube under a certain name so they're easier to find under search. And then the top 3 videos are chosen by likes. So we're telling everybody at Kirkwood, go like our videos so that it can be top 3, and then the judges pick between the top 3 who wins.
My concern is this. I'm doing Shakespeare's only play that deals specifically about race, and I'm not going to control what people are putting out there. So that's my concern. Is like, how do people see race? And I don't want it to be perceived as that Shakespeare Festival St. Louis has said this is okay. That's my only concern.
I think the videos...
It'd be different if it was like Midsummer Night's Dream, and it's just like, how do people running around a forest making out? You know, 'cause no one has a problem with that. But I'm just kind of concerned about the subject matter of this particular play.
Well, the promo video that we were kind of leaning towards the schools to like make the video isn't about what play you're doing. It's more of like a promo video for them to just come to the festival. So it's not like, come see Othello, this is what Othello's about, this is what the play we're doing this year. It's more, come to Shakespeare Festival, this is what Shakespeare does, this is what we do, this is what this organization is doing. So that's what the video is going to be about. We're not asking them to make it about just your play specifically, because you want to be able to use the promo video for next year's event. So
Okay, I think that's really interesting. I'd like to see that time. I'd like to see the timeline that you guys have, and like you said, you have rules.
yeah, we have the whole rules, conditions, etc.
Great.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that. I think that's something that we can definitely do. And as far as filming this summer, I'm going to kind of go into a couple of groups here. As far as the iPads, we have 4 iPads. 2 are going to be exclusively for where we have sales going on, so that people can make credit card purchases, with Square. So there's going to be 2 that are going to be at sales tents. Then there'll be 2 that can roam as well. So there's 2 that can move around. I am totally down with a lot of these iPad ideas. I need like 2 to 3 volunteers, like on a nightly basis, that are going to be available. So to make that happen, I'm going to need volunteers. So if that's something someone in this room is interested in, it can be a really, really cool project to be a part of. Text to donate. Last time we met, and you all suggested using text to donate on Twitter, and I've tried it a couple times, and it has gotten retweeted much more. It's gotten retweeted several times. Even it's gotten retweeted more than like what I think is interesting. So I'm saying it's a great idea, because it's obviously got people go, I like this, I want to share this with my followers. So I think that's a really great idea. Putting text on the website, I like it. Using Twitter to push it, I really like it. So this street mine. Do you mean like white face, little
like
black slit?
No, it could be like all one color.
Huh?
It could be all one color, like all white or all
So it's a mime that's going to mime,
basically. Have you seen like the people in like the look and like?
Oh, I know what a mime is.
No,
you mean like the silver Michael Jackson?
Something like that. Something like that, but like with a Shakespeare theme to it. Like not something just completely random, something that was some Shakespeare.
That's very funny. That's very funny. So he would be dancing for a text.
You can be doing anything. You can just like advertising.
You can even take pictures. But the thing about that, you don't have to text. Like you can tap a bucket and just hey, donate, take a picture or whatever.
That's very funny.
So you don't have to like text it. If you want to just throw in $2 to take a picture, then you just have
And would he do like dancing to music?
He can do
anything.
He can mime like Shakespearean monologues. People love that. But he would do some type of. Do you see him being in all silver?
All one color.
All one color.
I think it would be more appealing.
I think it's very intriguing. I think it's very funny. Great. Good. I think we talked about it's a difficult thing to try to push this text to donate because it's locked in at a certain fee. As far as relationship building, I totally agree with you. Right now, it's us trying to find the person on our team that can manage that. But I really do like the idea of pushing on our website and through Twitter.
I mean, something just is like, we read something and somebody was like, Happy Valentine's Day, and like that month of February they got boosted up 8.7. So it's not
So say that again?
like it was February,
Uh-huh.
and they sent a text to their customers saying Happy Valentine's Day, remember to donate. And like in February of the month, people donated more. It was like 8.7 more.
What group is this?
I don't know, I have the article, but I can, yeah.
Twitter. So, you know, I like a lot of the things you guys, I want to see your sample tweets. I want to see what you guys, we really like the shake the schools, shake the streets, shake the park. Really like those. I like the consistency of doing it too, and it builds our brand. The website has gotten through its first round of development as far as pitching the whole aesthetic and look of it. But in the schools, in the streets, in the park is a major part of our brand. So I love the shake the school, shake the streets, shake the park. But I want to see the sample tweets. Yeah, we started cleaning out our people who are following. We got some crap. You're right. Really, really do. Who was on the Twitter team? Who's Twitter? You three? Yeah, there's a lot of just. And what's now that we're watching, so who follows us? It's not an automatic follow back. It's like, well, just what can we get from this person? What are the opportunities of this person? And anyone with an egg.
Nope.
Anyone with an egg, that's so true.
I like that. That's my litmus test now. You got an egg? Ow. Hashtags on volunteer t-shirts, we can totally do that. That's a great idea.
And you gotta have the Twitter name on there too.
Yeah, we can totally do that. Tweeting ads during performances. I'd never thought about that, but that's pretty cool. So tweeting throughout the performance.
Yeah, 'cause you know, like
If you like, you know, at intermission or
doing like sporting, you know, like big major sporting events, like you
Uh-huh.
know, like for like the World Series, I was like tweeting about like World Series and stuff like that.
I like that.
NBA,
That's a great idea.
dunk contests and stuff like that.
So gathering info, I told you about the iPads. I would be really interested in having 2 people work with me on that to really take to spend the festival saying, okay, does this work? What are the best practices? To come up with a strategy and a program to see like, okay, how do we use these? Here's what we put out there. I would really love a couple people to work with me on that. So if you're interested in that, please let me know. Using the postcard as the survey. Well, first, I like the shorter survey. Whose group was this? Yes. I like the shorter survey. Everyone on staff likes the shorter survey. You have knocked it out of the park. Shorter survey. Yay! Using the postcard as the I think that's really smart. It's an expense. It's a cost thing. It seems like a lot of money putting out there to give someone something, and they're going to give it to me right back within a few minutes. But if we can come up with something that's a cheaper version of that, I'm totally down with it. I think it's a great idea. And it's smaller, and they can put it in things easier, and that long thing was attractive. Facebook. So I got a little overwhelmed. There's a lot going on here. So are you saying 5 different pages or one page with lots of tabs?
With these many tabs.
Yeah.
It's
Gotcha.
You have your one Facebook. This is your one Facebook. I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
And these 4 tabs right here,
Mm-hmm.
when it's Shakespeare in the streets, these 4 tabs will be Shakespeare in the streets. Those 4 tabs, and that's what I was exploring.
Gotcha.
And like the things that will change will be like when it's in the streets, as the tab right here, this big picture could change to like in the streets, and that's your main focus for
Gotcha.
however long.
That's how they'll know that the timing is changing, not that it's the same.
So here's what I would say about I like these ideas. I like the look. It looks so much. It looks slick. It looks smart. It looks professional. Where's Nick?
Yeah, he's gone.
He's not here today? Aww. He's the one last time kept going, professional. You need a professional. And so that's why I'm thinking of him. I think this looks really, really slick. It looks good. Because we're going through this website redesign, I don't want to. I want to make sure that they talk to each other and they look similar because we're using a new font. We're using some new graphics. We're actually pulling all of the website assets this week. So I'm not sure if I can do this simultaneously or if I should wait till after the website's done, you know what I'm saying, and then build upon it.
Yeah, you can. That way you'll get a base of what, if you make the website first, you get a base of what you want your Facebook to look like. But one thing I forgot to tell you is this in the park, these in the park entries in the schools tab, you have to make those out off of Facebook. Those are application tabs.
Okay.
So you have to make those immediately on Facebook.
For timing wise, because I want to get to this website, because we're trying to get the website in order by the beginning of April so we can test it for 2 weeks and then launch it on April 23rd. So I think this is something that I don't want to do simultaneously, because I don't want to be updating myself twice, like, oh, we hate that idea, now we gotta go back to Facebook and fix it. I'd rather just get the website solid and go, yes, this is what we want out in the world, and then build Facebook off of it. Because it's not like we don't have a Facebook presence right now, it's not stellar, it's not great, it's a little clunky. But I think I'd rather build the website and then build Facebook off of that. So it's a timing issue here. But I do like the ideas a lot. We need to pull the entire festival into one central place.
Any more questions? I'm confused on anything else.
No. No, not. I like brief. You know, you kept saying brief, and that's right. That's how we're building the website. Brief, to the point. Great. So to wrap up here real quick. So to say, YouTube, you're getting me ideas about the contest. Text to donate. I gotta find a mime. We're definitely gonna put this. We can definitely put the text data on the website and start doing it through Twitter. I think those are great. Those are easy things. Especially we're developing a website right now, so that's easy stuff. Video contest. Mime. If that worked, you were going to be geniuses. Twitter, the hashtags, I'm stealing those. Those are good. And the stuff on the volunteer T-shirts is great. Gathering info. Yeah, I want some people to work with me on that. So if someone here is really interested in a project, that could be really, really cool. You'd have a really great. You would have something to show future employers. Here is a problem. I went to work with this organization. Here's what they had before I started. We used iPads. Here's what we did, and here's what they got after it. Because you're going to have numerical information. You're going to be able to say, here's how much money I raised doing it. Here's how much information I got doing. Here's how many surveys. You're going to have something to show a future employer. Because there's this one thing that I have a board member who always says, in God we trust, all others bring data. So, when you're going for interviews, and people say, tell me about your experience doing, or do you have experience with surveys? Yeah. Tell me about it. When you can tell someone, here's what I did, and you can specifically show them, that's golden. I have people all the time that interview for jobs that, yeah, I've done that. Give me an example. Oh, I can't think of one. I've done it. Give me an example. So if someone wants to work on that, that could be a really great project. And Facebook, I'm going to put that on hold till we get the website done. But it makes perfect sense what you said. Great. Did I cover everything?
I think so.
Really great. You did. How was this for you?
Great.
Do you like, what was a part of the process that was really fun for you? Or not so fun for you? Do you like presenting ideas?
I think for us, just to know that what we came up with personally, see it in action, to actually put on there and go, it was like, well, we did that. We helped them.
Yeah.
I feel like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
The fact that it's like real life. It's not like sitting in a classroom and if this were to happen, it's like actually like, we're actually like doing something in the real world. And I think that's a lot more fun and more interesting than just examples.
We learn more from it.
Yeah. Kind of like what TJ was saying, it's real life. It's not just a hypothetical situation where we do a project and ideas that we use. All the ideas are put into use so we can see the benefits from it and everything that we did. So that was fun.
I think being able to, like what Aaliyah says, being able to actually do this for a real company like you guys and see it actually in action and to be able to help you guys with real problems that you guys have was really fun and it makes us all. I'm sure I'm not the only one. It makes me feel good about being able to help you guys.
Great. Was there anything surprising through the process
Oh, I
that
was gonna-
surprised you?
Yeah, I was gonna say like, I got like frustrated because I felt stressed a little bit at a point. I was like, because you kind of get to a point where you feel like nothing's working, kind of, and then you feel like it's not really put together. It was like almost yesterday. I was kind of like, oh my god, like I don't know. And then like today, just to see like it all comes together and everyone just like it works, and it just like feels good. You know?
Have you ever seen someone draw what creativity looks like? The hope, the scoop, the creativity
Oh, yeah.
it is.
It's definitely like a sinking point.
sucks. Down
It
the
happens
bottom.
every
That
time.
moment that it starts coming out is really,
Yeah.
it's really beautiful. It's really fun, but it does have to dip down
It
to
does.
low, dark, gloomy places. Yeah, well, this isn't the end. I'm gonna come back to you people. If it worked, yay! If it didn't, fix it! I want to come back and continue this. This has been really fun for us. It's been fun for our team. It's been fun for our staff. I hope you've enjoyed. You met Carl, and you met Mary, who are both they're both amazing individuals. They're very good at what they do. Great. Any questions for me at all? You'll do some thought. We'll be in touch.
Most of
Be in
it,
touch. Great.
knows what you're interested in. Do you care if Christine interviews me? So I should have a question.
Sure. Right now?
Yeah.
Great.
We can go somewhere else. So,
Thank y'all very, very much.
Thank
Okay.
you.
You're all gonna come this summer, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. Don't leave at intermission.